Hello and welcome to my once a week vlog. I want to give a shout out to Patty from Homeless News and Resources, Butler County, Missouri. She allows me to share my vlogs on her page, and it allows me to reach more people. If you watch this, though, could you please watch it on YouTube because I need some likes, subscribes, and notification to let you know when I come out with my new video because I really don't got a set date right yet, and I want to make sure that people are able to see when I put up a new video, well, vlog. Okay, onto the topic of the shout out. I want to put a shout out for the Homeless News and Resources, Butler County, Missouri. Right now, Poplar Bluff, which is the seat of Butler County, is going through a lot of, major changes. This is a rural community, and there's a lot of things going on right now that's forcing a growth of homelessness in this town, which is causing chaos. Um, two of the issues that people address right now, well, one of them actually is addiction. There's a lot of addictions in this town. There's meth use. You can always tell the meth addicts because most of them are skinny and they got these things called meth sores all over their face. It's where the drug actually comes out of your pores and causes damage to your skin. And they're usually like really skinny. If they're not, you could still tell because they'll have those sores all over the place. The addiction to drugs is one of the things that's leading to a surge in homelessness. But another thing is something that the town is allowing to happen. They're putting up these internet casinos all over the place. I mean, you cannot walk into a freaking convenience store anymore or a tobacco store or anything like that without running into these places that just suck every amount of money out of people that they can. And this addiction, don't be fooled. It's every bit as bad as a drug addiction, where drug addicts are always chasing that high, so are gambling addicts. That high of hitting that major win and the happiness that comes with it can be every bit as addicting as a drug addiction. In Reno, I've seen this problem with gambling firsthand, and it's starting to happen here. They get like maybe their checks and stuff like that. Like over in Reno, people that were on disability or fixed incomes of any kind would get their checks and they would run to casinos and spend every bit of it. And then the next day, they'd be panhandling to try to get more money to feed that addiction because they were homeless. They spent all their money. To them, a place to live doesn't matter. It's that thrill. That's all that matters. It's no different than a drug addiction. It's no different than alcoholism. And it is widespread here and being looked at as perfectly okay. The other thing that's uh, causing homelessness here is gentrification. I mean, yeah, you may ask yourself, well, Dorian, it's a small community. Where's gentrification? I mean, why would they gentrify such a small place? I don't know, but they are. They're expanding the city limits. They're building new public offices, which is causing all kinds of things to go up in price. Last year, you look and see an apartment for $450 for a 1-bedroom apartment. Now it's up to like 600. And that right there outsources people on fixed incomes, because not only do you got the 600, you also got the utilities. You also got to get food, cleaning supplies, household supplies, things like that. It takes more than just paying rent to make a house function, even an apartment. The other thing is the credit and background checks. See, a lot of people look at this like, well, we want to, they use the excuse, we want to know who we're renting to. Not everybody uses it like that. Most people use it to not rent to the people they don't want to rent to. Say that you got a single mom and she's on a fixed income, and you're iffy about whether she'll keep up the payments on the house, even though she may show that she has through landlord references before. Well, since you really don't want to rent to a single mom, her credit isn't good enough, or her background is questionable. Then you got the people that do an application fee. This is, well, one of the greatest scams a landlord can have. They charge $100 for a background credit check. Well, not a background credit check, but just in general for the application fee. Well, they're saying that freaking it's costing them this to do it. But the thing about it is that there's programs on the computer that you can get for like $60 a month that will allow you to look at people's backgrounds and their credits. And that's for a month, not per person. But they charge $100 for an application fee. They see maybe 50 people a month to rent out a place. And mind you, this is probably like a $600-700 freaking place that they're trying to rent out. And they're making $5,000 off from application fees. They're not going to rent it. They make more money by just leaving it vacant and charging people to see if they get a chance to get it. This world is changing so bad that I want to move out in the country. I really want to find a place out there and just be away from it all. Another subject I wanted to touch on is the people that think that the mentally ill, yes, I'm bringing up mentally ill again because I am one of them. The subject that I want to bring up is that there's some people out there that act like mentally ill people, mental illness itself is catching. It's only catching on a genetic level. If you have a child, there's a chance that they could have it. A chance. Doesn't mean they always will. You cannot catch it by being around people. We do not spread it. It isn't a freaking virus. Other thing is that every time, because of the shootings and the stupid things that some people have done, they sit there and look at us like we're not to be trusted or not to be around. You know, we are not freaking. That's a small, a small group of us that do that crap. Most of us, like I said, don't want to be around other people because we're afraid of the things that are going to fly out of our mouths, the way we're going to act. But it's not violent. It's just not socially acceptable. When you go out in public, people expect you to be calm, polite. That isn't how we function. Sometimes it's like sitting back and watching our bodies act out things, and we can't do anything about it. But it isn't violent things. We'll say something that somebody doesn't like, or we'll say something that seems mildly inappropriate. We can't help it, but it gets us beat down. So we tend to stay, in our domiciles. We don't want to hurt nobody. We don't have, like me, for example, I don't have the will to hurt anyone. My bipolar is basically burning my body out. I wreck myself doing things that my body shouldn't allow me to do, but I end up hurt over it, like aches, pains all the time, because I move so fast, because freaking I gotta constantly be moving. If you do like my videos and stuff, please, and I'm only asking this because I want to see how many of you actually like, my videos, my vlogs. Please go to the YouTube channel and hit like. If you want to see more, subscribe. Hit the notification. My videos are randomly once a week now, but I'm trying to get on a set schedule, but life's what happens when you make plans. But that's about all I have to say for today. I've got to cut the video short because I've got a lot to do, and I've got company and I've got to entertain them. I can't really make anybody feel unwelcome. Part of my being bipolar is I've got a really huge conscience. But I'm gonna hop up off here, and thank you very much for watching. Like I said, go to YouTube, hit like, subscribe, and thank you again, Patty Barfield, for letting me put this on your Facebook page. Y'all take care, God bless, and maybe if we come together, we can create a better world and stop ostracizing people for being different. Just because somebody's homeless, just because somebody's mentally ill, just because somebody's overweight or different than us, gives us no reason to attack them. Understanding is how we grow love. Judgment is how we grow hate. Please go to my YouTube, hit like and subscribe so I can see how many of you, if my videos, my vlogs are even worth putting them up. Thank you and have a nice day.